Welcome to Margin Business Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. In today's episode, we got a very special guest. Her name is Myrtle Anne Ramos. She's the founder and CEO of Blockchain, the co-founder and CEO of PlaceWar. She is a serial entrepreneur, a community wizard, a moderator, and very knowledgeable and everything around Gamefy, NFTs, Metaverse, an advisor, and an investor. And it's a pleasure to have her here on the show. Welcome to the Margin Business Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Today we got very special guests. We got Myrtle Anne. I already said it before, but I like to say it again. And yeah, we want to find out more about Myrtle, what is happening right now, what was happening before, and where you want to go. But let's begin with the humble beginnings, where everything started, everything even before blockchain, the metaverse. Let's jump in. And where you located as well, very important. Let's work ourselves little by little up, and I try to come in from time to time and ask some questions or go a little bit deeper wherever your real entrepreneurial skills actually come from.
Well, hello everyone, especially those viewing this video. Thank you so much for lending your time in watching this. So I'm Myrtle Ramos from the Philippines. And yeah, so my humble beginnings started way back. I've been in the, 9-to-5 job as a BPO consultant, account executive for different accounts here in the Philippines. If you know call center before, I worked there for 8 years, got promoted as quality analyst for prestigious accounts like Comcast, Apple. So I've also been an advisor for Apple, an account executive for technical and sales for GoDaddy. So that's where I came from, really a tech background.
Okay.
And one day, leap of faith when it comes to an entrepreneurial journey, because here in the Philippines you need to commute 4 hours for you to be able to go to your office. And
Wow.
I got tired. I just prayed, and then of course took a leap of faith. I want to basically have my own events company. So it all started there way back 2017, and I've been doing events and crypto since 2015 already. So pretty much I know everything that's happening ever since. So yeah, I took the leap of faith. I became an investor relations, social media manager for some projects before. And then this pandemic really helped Block Tides, my own award-winning PR firm, be really known globally. So, it's really a blessing in disguise. All you have to do is actually seek it. At the same
Yes.
time, we've helped a lot of people, since I really want to help a lot of people when it comes to, of course, donating. That's just my own personal thing.
Okay.
So donating during typhoon. So I use my business in actually doing that. So since we started Block Tides, we're already donating to typhoons, earthquakes, name it. So even in small organization, nonprofit organization, we are actually doing that as well. So for social causes, that's what we're doing alongside with Block Tides. So
Okay.
that's the reason why we came up with all of the solution when it comes to digital marketing, public relations, events, community management, social media management. It's just like my inspiration is Alibaba. So you can find everything in Block Tides already as a whole for marketing. We're going to do events, we can do investor relations, we can do anything. We also have Block Tide Studio for us to make commercials and a lot of things. And we also have Block Tides Foundation. And the last ecosystem, part of the ecosystem that we have, is also Elevate. That's for women empowerment.
Okay, that sounds already wow. This is so many things. So let's get back into the when you have been working in tech already. How, I mean, how did you get the jump into, let's say, crypto? Let's make it broad. I know it's not only crypto, but let's say the jump, blockchain. Let's say blockchain. Okay. How did you do the jump? I mean, there is, tech. Okay, you're in there, but obviously you're working on a 9-to-5 job, be it night most of the times in the Philippines, I guess, because of the time change and everything. But how do you have the power still working on something like Blocktides? And where did the jump happen?
So way back, so I was really searching for a host for an event. So
Okay.
my passion is really organizing events. And then one thing, after three tries when it comes to organizing event, is just like there's no connection with the host at the same time to the audience, which made me study more about blockchain, cryptocurrency, so I can actually shift the boring events that's happening in this space. Not just a typical conference. So that's really the shift. And way back, I attended one conference here in Manila about blockchain and crypto. So I realized I'm the only girl, and at the same time, um, there's a lot of men speaking, and I really thought, why there's no girls, why there's no women speaking there? But we can definitely go ahead and stand up as a woman in the tech space, right? So
Sure.
that made me study more about blockchain. So I use that as a fuel for me to learn more about the technology.
Okay, but it's still, it's still amazing how this shift happens. Most of the time people go into entrepreneurship or something, but directly go through this and land directly into the blockchain space is definitely amazing, because I know myself, it takes a lot of time to understand everything, to go in there, and then finally as well come up with a company who is doing all of this and do it actually really good, and out of this, then we come to your next venture. There was nothing in between. I'm not sure, but if we talk about PlaceWar, for example, maybe you can elaborate a little bit more about PlaceWar, and the size of the business, because I know that you, if I understood correctly, crypto.com actually have invested in you, and crypto.com is not just like a small marketplace. We talk about crypto.com arena. We talk about something big here. So please tell us a little bit more about this and how all of this happened. How do you got there as well from Blocktides into that space?
Actually, that's a good question. A lot of podcasts really didn't ask that question. So it all started also as a leap of faith, since I'm in my comfort zone in doing public relations, events at the background for projects. So after some time, 5 years with our awards for Block Tides already, it's just like I need something new. And then I prayed again. And then I'm really a gamer way back. So I've been a League of Legends ambassador way back
Wow.
2016.
Okay.
That's just a secret, but I already exposed it. So for 24 hours, we're really playing with my brother, my cousins, buying cards for skin. So that's actually a hobby of ours. At the same
Okay.
time, so yeah, that where all so the inspiration for PlaceWar, even before the hype of blockchain games, we are already conceptualizing about that. So I've actually attended an expo in Singapore without the COVID thing. There's no pandemic yet, so there's already NFTs, NFT games that's
Okay.
actually existed already. If you're familiar with crypto kitties, so they're one of the
Okay. No, I'm
NFT
not. But
games, but it's not
okay.
play and earn. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not play and earn when it comes to that NFT game. It's just like a Tamagotchi.
Okay.
So I also have a sticker actually in my memorabilia box,
Wow,
because
that's amazing.
every event I'm always collecting. Yeah, I'm always collecting cards of different people, business cards, and some stickers of the projects that I'm actually going two per booth, you know, an expo,
Okay.
right? So yeah, so that's where it all came from. And I know it's already leading there when it comes to GameFi, Game plus Finance, which existed in Gala Games. So I interviewed Jason Brink, the president at Gala Games.
Okay.
So it's actually like Farmville. The first game that they actually launched is Downstar. I interviewed him, and then after that, PlaceWar came along, March, and then
Okay.
we conceptualize everything from the Mega Game Studio, which I do have in Taiwan. So my partners are actually there, and at the same time here in the Philippines as well. So
Okay.
yeah, when it comes to the conceptualization and then afterwards, coming September, it's really a leap of faith. Like I made like 150 meetings just for us to close the fundraising.
Well, I can
It's
imagine that. I know.
it's really the most busiest months of my whole entire life. So it took a leap of faith. I'm really tired already, but I want to push and keep on going to successfully make it materialize, you know, place war, the
Okay.
concept. I believed in it, and then at the same time again prayed. So faith. I don't care what your religion is, but faith and
It's
how you
important.
embody
Definitely.
things. Yes,
Yes.
of course. I'm also a fan of Neville Goddard. If you actually believe in something, if you can feel it, it will materialize in your life. So it's really a nerve-wracking experience when it comes to closing crypto.com and other top-notch venture capitals here in Southeast Asia. And yeah, it all happened. So we already launched the PvP, player versus player for PlaceWar, and
Okay.
then there's a lot of players and guilds already supporting us, which is actually now is 40 plus guilds all around the world. And when it comes to the gamers also, so that's why we're doing and attending podcasts for us to showcase and not really a financial advice, but to share the opportunity
Sure.
that it's really fun playing and earning. Not play to earn, but playing and earning.
Okay. And not to forget that PlaceWar is already out. I mean, the currency actually. So you can buy it, you can trade it. It's already out there, correct?
Yes, correct. We've done multiple launch basically in Gamefy, an aggregator in the space from I think Vietnam, Red Kite and Gate.io. So Gate.io is the most prestigious and famous exchange
Yes.
already. I don't know what their rank is on CoinMarketCap, but I believe it's number 3 or 5, but I haven't checked yet. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Gate.io, it's really a successful launch for us. At the same time, our goal is really to get the real gamers, you know. It's
Yes.
not it's not just a pump and dump and we just gonna go away after 6 months. No. So we're build what we're building here is a sustainable economy, which you can definitely see in our tokenomics. So
Yes.
everything will work in the ecosystem for PlaceWar. So I don't want to deep dive when it comes to the technical stuff for the tokenomics that we have, but basically the gameplay, PvP, PvE, and at the same time Guild Wars, which is 10 versus 10. So if you played Gunbound or Worms before, way back in 2000s or 1990s, it's Worm in the white computer. Yeah, it's a pretty much simplified concept of what we have.
Okay. Okay.
So that's just the first thing that we have. And then the last development is basically we want to collide and connect all of the art enthusiasts as well. If you've
Sure.
noticed or heard about the NFT art, which was sold millions of dollars with pixels. So in that
Yes.
blank canvas, it's Donia, what we call it in Place War. So all of the people, even brands, can collaborate inside Place War. So just imagine margin business. You put your logo there in your hobby. Can go ahead and collaborate with your team. So it's all about metaverse. It's all about connecting community. So by the way, guys, so if you're not familiar with metaverse, to simplify metaverse, it's actually cyberspace. So yeah, that's the simplified information, or how to describe what metaverse is really about, how you interact with the internet. It's the latest internet. So if a lot of people didn't believe in the internet before, believe in
Oh
metaverse.
yes. No, it's completely true. One point one thing I wanted to point out: when you're enthusiastic, like yourself, you see something, you like something, you live it, and you make it your life afterwards. You commercialize it, you know. So this is always what we are always saying, or what I tell people for entrepreneurship. If you get your passion and you bring it out there, you automatically can, you know, if you do it good and you do it really like enthusiastically, you will live of it, you know, not maybe not even you know, you live of it and maybe even make a lot of money of it. But what I try to make understand as well is, don't think about the money. The money comes afterwards, you know. It's this enthusiasm, like yourself. You're a gamer yourself. You have been in tech before. You have seen the shift into cryptocurrency. You brought out your own game, you know, and all these connections in between made you where you are today. So my thought was, when I've seen PlaceWar, when I've seen your the coin as well is going, like you already said, it's not a rock bull, or it's nothing in this direction. The markets are down, it's different. But when I look at the graphs, I can see exactly that it's going smoothly. You understand? It's something which is here to stay. And that's why actually, and we are in the very, very early stages of the metaverse, of online or of online gaming. And because the hype, some people say, yeah, the hype. I don't see any hype yet, you know. Like maybe there was a little bit of hype when we had the last uptrend in crypto, but there is no hype, not a real hype yet. So we're not mainstream yet. So once we are mainstream, it would look a lot different. And the reason why I invited you, or why I reached out to you, and is because PlaceWar, or the metaverse in general, needs to connect with e-commerce brands, with digital agencies. Let's move a bit away from Amazon, but in general, e-commerce, digital agencies can connect easily with the metaverse, because like in the pandemic, we couldn't go out. What did we do? You know, some tried Google ads because they couldn't get out there and talk to people. Some tried other things. Some tried Facebook ads, but all of these things are not anymore as they used to be. You really literally blew out your money. So what is the best at the moment for me? Advertising in the metaverse. You invest into your future and your money don't go away. So that's why I think PlaceWar is really well placed for this. And maybe you can elaborate a little bit more how this transition, or how can we bridge this e-commerce, the digital space, our side of the digital space, into the blockchain space, and bridge this together and make it a merger so that we can all profit of it.
Exactly. So that's the reason why we're not limiting ourselves when it comes to partnership, because you know, this pandemic taught us that we need each other, you know, when it comes to supporting each other. If we don't realize that as a human being, I don't know what will happen. But
Exactly.
that's just my own personal opinion. But of course, that's what also the values that were, because you know, a company with a value and the goal for us to unite everyone at the same time will win at the end. So no divisions, no selective divisions, what I meant.
Exactly.
So everyone is here, or we are accepting everyone for PlaceWar. We are not closing our doors for a lot of opportunities for partnerships. So that's what we are actually valuing. You know, when it comes to partnerships, as long as you can help us, as long as you we have the same goals, we are our doors are open basically for us to be partners. You know.
Yes, sure. I mean, it's very well said. And I see, like I said, I see really like I'm really enthusiastic about this, because I see the potential. And it hit me like something a few days ago and said, we have all these different spaces in the internet, and we're literally not connected. It's and it's such a shame because we realize we need to pay people in crypto. For example, you have somebody in uh, Argentina, there's inflation. And then you have other countries which are cut off the banking systems. We have it everywhere in the world right now, and here we go. We need to send crypto. And it's just such a coincidence that everything is going in together now, and I'm 100% sure that there will be a bright future for all of us. So we would like to support the crypto space, and we hope we can be supported by the crypto space, work together and make this happen and create a new ecosystem. I would call it a new ecosystem because both of these worlds, the world of e-commerce is still in transition because they still have to go and do some paperwork stuff, but us as digital agencies, we're completely remote. So we have our employees, we work with 25 employees and everything is remote. Everything is virtual. So we work actually literally in the metaverse. So why not beginning to advertise in a way which is futuristic instead of going into the old ways? So this is the main message, what I want to give to everyone out there. And I would like you as well to send a message maybe to the e-commerce space, to entrepreneurs which are in the digital space, digital agencies, and how to reunite and how we can all make this happen.
Exactly. When it comes to also digital marketing, I noticed actually this one thing that other projects are doing. So it's just like they're really into competition when it comes to
Yes.
being number one. So my idol is really Gary Vaynerchuk as an entrepreneur. I always follow his post and wisdom
Yes.
and his greatness when it comes to handling his businesses, Viner Media and all. So
Yes.
all of his values, I'm also adopting that when it comes to block tides, PlaceWar. So when it comes to being an entrepreneur, this latest post that he actually posted, let me just go ahead and read that to you. I actually tweeted that two
I've
hours
seen it
ago.
today. Yes, I've seen
Oh, yeah. So
it.
it's very, very cool, right? So when it comes to building the businesses that we have, of course, the first consideration is you can build without actually tearing another company down. So
Exactly.
that's the best, and that's also what my mom told me because I also believe in karma, good karma, and yeah, let's just build in this multiverse or metaverse, which
Multiverse,
is
very good.
giving a lot of opportunities, new opportunities, especially those who experience a lot of discrimination, who face a lot of abuse when it comes to other stuff. You know what I mean? That's the
Yes.
reality. So here we are really offering diversity when it comes to the people, woman empowerment, and we're really helping each other out.
This is very well said, and I completely agree with that. And yeah, I thank you so much. I mean, I would love to talk with you, go deeper into the NFT space and the blockchain space, but I think for today we leave it as it is. We wrap this up for today, and really thank you so much for your time, Myrtle. This was amazing, and I'm sure we can move on with something really positive from here into the future and connect the worlds into a multiverse. Yeah.
Exactly. I am actually seeing this is just my daydreaming part. Just imagine your kids or the students in college attending school using the metaverse. having their own avatars, not in a boring way like online lectures. They will customize their own avatars, having their NFT IDs, and then having their lessons in a platform. So
Exactly,
that's
exactly.
what I'm envisioning. Or you can integrate AI and AR as well, virtual reality.
I mean, it's so near, and it's so logic because yourself. We go to the government, we have our papers, we get annoyed with everything. It's just so easy, we just have an NFT and that's it. Nobody can duplicate it. Nobody can have it. It's just yours, and this is just amazing, and it's so near. It's around the corner. So I don't think that we're gonna. You have a very good vision already. I think very good.
Thank you so much, Omar. And thank you so much for inviting me here. More power for margin business. And yes, I'm just here, guys. So please do follow Block Tides and PlaceWar. So
Okay.
please stay safe and healthy.
I